everyone, this is Isa Teese. I'm very excited again to be with you today. Today we're going to speak about move your body, move your life. Now I know some of you make these New Year resolutions, I'm going to go work out, I'm going to do these things, but let me tell you why it's really important not to make a New Year's resolution, but rather to move your body. We've discussed many times that everything is energy. In fact, there is a saying, which happens to be my truth, which is God is uninterrupted movement. That means everything is always moving. It also means that everything is energy in the world swirling, kind of like a chaotic energy, another whole subject that we can do at another time. But today I really want to focus on your body and the importance of moving it, because the energy that you move is not just for physical, but it's for all other aspects of your life as well. So we know that when we move the energy, our blood flow increases, right? And we know when our blood flow increases, we know that we have oxygen in there. And we know that the oxygen is something that illuminates us. It helps us create a stronger immune system. That's why they tell you to breathe deep, why there's so many oxygen products out there that help you increase what it is that you are wanting to receive. That's why they have barometric chambers, and they have oxygen ozone therapy and all these things. Oxygen's really exciting. It's really important. It's vital to your life. Now, we want to increase the energy, so we increase the oxygen. So one of the things that you might want to consider doing is looking at whether you enjoy working out or moving the body, or whether you're resistive to that. Some people just kind of like do that. I can tell you that most people that do that are pretty addicted to it if they do it on a regular basis. I have many, many friends, to all of you who are listening, that are runners. They're avid runners. They're not just marathon runners. They're like 100-milers or 140-milers. And I know others that do weights, and they're very, very connected to that, and they do that a lot. I've always been an exercise person. Way back in the 70s, I did something called musical aerobics, a program, cassette tape. Does that give you any idea where I was at those days? But the bottom line is that moving the energy has always helped me feel more alive. And one of the reasons that it helps us feel more alive is because of the oxygen, but it's also because we start to increase the metabolism of our body. When we increase the metabolism of our body, we're sharper. Our adrenaline starts to pick up, and so we have quicker thought processes. We have more oxygen to the brain, so we are more available to remember things. We have the ability to have the coagulated energy that comes from not moving our bodies. It starts to break it up. Now, all illness comes from coagulated energy or stuck energy. And most people don't look at it that way. They think that, oh, there's just some virus going around. But our immune system becomes stagnant when it is not being illuminated, if you will, with the things that are going to make a difference in its ability to function at a high level. Oxygen. Maybe I should have named this oxygen, because the truth is that we really need that. So if you are not moving the body, and we'll talk about some ways and some suggestions for that in a moment. If you're not moving the body, just think of things going slow, moving like this. Well, if it's moving like that, do you think you're getting a lot of oxygen? Do you think that you're really making the blood flow? Do you think that you're alive with life? Do you feel like you're really, really doing the things that you really want to do? Depression is slowed energy. Depression is actually suppressed rage, another whole subject. But the bottom line for today is that you truly want to be able to have yourself moving, because when you do, you're going to illuminate all parts of your life. That means that you will think more clearly. It means it will boost your immune system. It means that it will activate those hormones that help you feel great. It means the endorphins, which are the pain deletion factors in your body, they are produced at a high level, so you feel that high. Many of you that are exerciser people, you know that makes you feel really alive. It's like, in fact, when it starts to get low, the endorphins start to get low, you feel almost like an addict, like you have to go work out some more. When I was a runner, I used to feel like I had to go run the next day, even if I was not in the mood. I used to get up at 4 in the morning and go run 6 miles every day. And then I'd go home and get ready and leave for work and work all day long, and that whole story. Now, I'm not asking any of you to become addicted to this. I'm not asking you to do anything radical, but I am asking you to think about how much do you move your body. There are so many different ways you can do this. There's yoga, there's Tai Chi, there's weightlifting, there's running, there's walking, there's fast walking, there's tennis, there's racquetball, there's all these different things. And my support to you is try all of them if you're not an exerciser by nature, and see if something can just be fun for you. Dancing is one of my favorite ones. I have all these different playlists of songs that I do, and I am, in fact, just this morning we had the music on and we were stretching. I was doing some sun signs and I was dancing and doing different things because I like doing that. But I also walk on the treadmill, and I also have an elliptical, and I also do yoga, and I'm going to go back to doing Tai Chi because that's another incredibly energetic value for my body. As you can tell, for those of you who've been listening for a while, I really think, feel, and experience energy as my primary thing, if you will. And when you are really recognizing that you are energy and that you are functioning by the level of energy that you're holding and by the amount of energy that you are expressing, then you're going to find that if you really want things to expand in your life, you have to expand. You have to expand your energy. You've got to expand what you're doing, your action. It's not enough to sit around and om all day long. I mean, that's valuable. But if you really want to be a participant in the world, if you want a body that's there participating with you and really helping you be all you can possibly be, then you need to connect with this body. Body loves feeling the energy. It loves being alive. And don't you feel better when you're alive? Of course you do. Because it illuminates every part of you. You literally are holding a higher vibration. You're literally holding more energy. You are literally holding more light, if you will. And when you recognize that, then you realize there's such a multitude of reasons, not just burning off more calories so you can eat more things or lose weight, but because you literally feel good. One of the main things that I support people in doing is finding peace, experiencing love, finding the love that's in you and living from that place of love and connection. And that will help your business improve dramatically. I'm coaching some people right now that didn't think that they were like woo-woo people, or they were people that wanted to hear this kind of out there stuff. But what they realized is that I work on the inside business. Your inside business is first. If you want your outer business to work, you've got to get your inner business intact and working and functioning. So think about and play with the different kinds of things that you can do, even if it's literally jumping rope for 5 minutes, getting a little mini trampoline and jumping up and down. Really great for the lymph system, by the way. Really helps that drainage. And here's some other tips that you can do. Find an accountability partner. Find somebody to do this stuff with if you're not a self-starter or it's not very much fun for you to do it by yourself. Join a gym if that's going to help you. I happen to work out from home, but it's up to you. You determine what it is that's going to work for you. So you get an accountability partner and you determine what it is that you would really like to do. And you allow yourself to get excited and passionate, because the more you do it, the more you'll want to do it. Have you ever noticed that there's some things you don't feel like doing, but once you take that first step, then it's much easier for you to get going? I'll give you an example. Last night, this doesn't have to do with exercise, but I really had a long day and have had a lot of things going on lately. And I take my dog to a training class on Monday night. And I didn't really feel like going because I wanted to just like have a night off. But I really knew how much I loved the results of going. So I just gathered myself up and took my 2 puppies and got in the car, and I went, and I was so happy that I went. I first of all moved my body a lot because we're doing stuff when we're doing that. And it's very fun for me to work with my dog and be with the people. And once I was there, even as soon as I got in the car, I was so happy that I did that. And when I came home, I was all energized and I wanted to do more stuff. And Then I stayed up too late. But the bottom line is that you all have the option of moving the energy to move your life. Move the energy to move your life. So you have the opportunity today. So I give you a personal challenge. If you're not exercising right now, ask yourself if you're willing to make a commitment 3 times a week that you do something, even if it's something different. And if you are not going to do it at least 3 times a week, then do 6 times a week. Because if you say 6 times a week, then 3 won't seem like it's so much. So make a decision for yourself. And if you're already working out, spread the wealth. Do it a little bit more enthusiastically. Take on that dancing. Take on things that make you feel alive and excited and lift your mood. Find what works for you, but do it. Because when you move the energy, you move oxygen, you move the energy, your life. And I wanted to thank you so much again for sharing these with everyone that you know, anyone that you know that might not be feeling really well, and maybe somebody who's feeling really awesome. Share these with everyone, because when we have these pearls of wisdom that can support us in staying alive in life, our world is changing because of you. You are making a difference by what you do and how you help other people be open to do the same thing. And I want to let you know that I am looking for 10 people that are very committed to changing their personal lives and this world. And if that is of interest to you, then private message me and we'll get on the phone and chat and talk about what that looks like and see if it's a fit for you. I can't wait to connect with you tomorrow. Until then, feel a hug and make this the most awesome day of your life so far.